Hello, and welcome along to episode 16 of Freedom Chasers. Last episode, we chased, freedom for someone else, really, or, we freed Renfrey from the luck that was keeping him together. You did not allow him a reprieve, a short period of time where he could use the stone to try and get his desired lover. Instead, you were just like, no, we're just gonna see how it goes, and wish you all the best. Anything else of importance? We had a long discussion at the side of the lake when we first picked back up about Jin the Liar. Anything else? Just calling you out.
Jin the Liar.
Well, we also had conversations about Anivari, the loyal teammate, but Jin the Liar is where most of the focus was at. Dinari basically said, I'm the only Tiefling now, fool. And then, just to make her feel better, Weary beat her into the dirt. That's sort of what happened. Beat Dinari into the dirt, to be very clear. The important bit, securing her promise that she would not leave the party. Is that you? Is it working? Maybe.
I think it was Josh.
I thought it was Josh.
Please don't tell me it's me.
It's definitely Bumpkin. We're in a thunderstorm, I'm afraid. If anybody would like to contribute to the Get Bumpkin a New Microphone Fund, feel free. Donations on YouTube will be split 50-50 with her. She will return shortly, I'm sure. Yes, I, however, am not gone. I am over here. And over here. That's really weird. Okay. Anyway. The following morning, it was all back to business, and we headed on towards Renfrey. You secured the stone by guilt-tripping him, and basically, you then went to chat to Jaloko, who, I like that Bumpkin has written, put slightly off by the party's arse-backwards approach. Did offer you a couple of magical items. This is really worrying to me, because I only know about one of them. What was the other? I have a cloak. What is the other magical item?
That's right.
I feel like something else was mentioned.
Yeah, we did Twisty's arm, and something else was mentioned.
Did he offer you a ring?
A ring.
It was a ring.
Does it still sound bad?
Anyone know what the ring does? Great! That's good. I mean, let's have a dig. I just have to look at his equipment. Well, I certainly wouldn't have offered you that. He has a ring of control flames. I'm assuming he didn't offer you anything else, so it's a ring of control flames. And a cloak that would help you if you fell and might protect you from a dragon's breath. Might being a really key word. Cool. And then you guys were like, okay, cool. We'll go do the thing. Well, we get the thing, we do the thing. And then you headed off towards the woods. And that, my dears, is where we will pick up. Before you leave, this is going to be a very brief question. We're not going to dig into the stores because, frankly, they don't exist right now. But does anybody want to stock up on anything before heading into the woods? Specifically, do we want to stock up on any healing potions, antidotes, or any items that might help us see in the dark, or anything else similar to that?
How much would it be for something to help see in the dark?
So you are headed into dark forests. You know you're headed to a barrow, which might contain undead. You know that people say stay away from there because of the undead. For seeing in the dark, you would want Nightshine. Nightshine is 3 silver pieces. Extortion.
Well, that's not bad. For how long?
I think it's 8 hours. but I'd have to double check. If you just go to your inventory and then manage inventory and then type night space shine is what I've got here. Is it an hour or is it 8? I have a weird feeling it's 8.
It is 1d8.
1d8. Well, there you go. I'm right at both times. There's this particular place does not stock manufactory potions, but there is a manufactory potion of Night Shine 2 and Night Vision 2. There's also potions of healing, lesser common and greater. And there are potions of mana that give you back spell slots, potions of stamina that can remove a level of exhaustion. And there are antidotes and holy water. Those are the things I think are the things that you're most likely to want. There's also arcane bombs and fire bombs and alchemist's fire that you may wish to purchase. Does anybody want any of the above? Sorry, you're going to want prices on one of those, aren't you? Let's do that. That can't be right. That just isn't right. Sorry, bear with me a second. There is no way that I've put a common healing potion for 10 gold pieces and a greater healing potion for 750. That's got to be a typo. But what was I trying to type? Because it's probably copied from something else. Yeah, there it is. It's 50. So a lesser healing potion is 8 silver pieces. A common is 10, which is your regular healing potion. A greater is 50. These are going in the Roll20 chat for anybody who's wondering where my enter button is sending it. Did I say antidote? An antidote is 1 gold piece. Night Shine was 3 silver pieces. And then fire bombs are 10 gold pieces. Arcane bombs are 15 gold pieces. And what was the other thing I offered you? Alchemist's fire, right? 6 silver pieces. Oh, potion of mana. There's 25 gold pieces. There you go.
And holy water.
Ooh, that's a base D&D item. Let me go find out.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Can you make holy water as a Paladin? Or is that just a cleric thing?
You have to have the spell, and I don't know if it's a cleric and a paladin, or just one. But
it's just but with ceremony. Okay. Yeah. Holy water is 3 gold pieces. And just in case you're wondering, why would I want holy water? Well, when you want to take the attack action, you can replace one of your attacks with throwing a flask of holy water. Target one creature, they must succeed on a dex save, or take 2d8 radiant damage if it is a fiend or undead. You would also know that by Bumpkin, hi Bumpkin, you would also know that this is required to consecrate it's not a tomb, it's not a crypt, it's not a body, it's something in between there. A place where you've buried a body in the ground, just like in the dirt. There is a proper word.
Grave?
Grave, that's the word, thank you. To consecrate a grave, to prevent something from rising again, you would need holy water, but do bear in mind that at a barrow, you might have to you might have to do that, like that hour-long process, like 108 times, so it probably wouldn't help you there, but in general, holy water is a thing that can be useful to have in that sense. And yeah, 3 gold pieces, I think I said. Did I say 3 gold pieces? Well, that's what it is now. 3 gold pieces, great. I'll just go around the table. Josh, do you want anything? Any potions of healing, anything like that?
No, I've got 2 in my inventory.
Okay. Jack?
You said you had 2 in your inventory, Josh, but we have 2 greater healing potions from Nor and 1 common healing potion from Whisper. Should we just get maybe a couple of...
The horse gave you a healing potion?
Oh, well, no. It was in the saddle bags.
Right, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah, the horse was like, I bequeath you
It's you also had a healing potion from Jobus, right?
Yeah. And one healing, but I don't know what that.
That was a common that was given to you at the very
Is
beginning.
it common?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll type that in. Should we just
It might
get
have
like?
been used.
Should we just get like 2 or more lesser, just to maybe bring people up from death?
Yeah, I know Bumpkin did say that she wants healing potions. How much gold are you guys sitting on? Like
84.
Right, okay, plus personals. Yeah, so I mean, like, a couple of orders, nobody have personals. Is that what's going on? Is that what that noise was, Elora? What is this?
I've got no personal
money,
funds.
just not gold.
Yeah, my personal is 2 silver, 5 copper.
Okay.
I got 21 silver, 16 copper.
Well, you can afford 2 lesser potions, like, with your personal gold. So it was a pertinent question. So what do you guys want? Like, a couple of lessers and maybe a regular?
Couple lessers, 1 common.
A couple of lessers, 1 common. What do we think, Bumpkin? Or more? Less. No microphone.
No mic.
Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah.
Not working at all?
Oh, no.
Aw.
You last time you managed to use the
Anyone
webcam
know
mic.
ASL?
I don't know if you want to do that for now. But in the meantime, you can definitely take 2 lessers and a common. We hear noise?
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Finally.
Okay.
Okay.
You are, yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you clearly.
Sorry.
So that's great.
Okay, good.
You might want to do push to talk, but
Yeah.
it is working.
Or just mute when you're not
Yeah.
chatting. But
I mean,
yes,
it's
it is
definitely
working perfectly.
quieter than the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The current verdict is 2 common healing potions and 1 lesser. There is already 2 graders and a common in the group. 2 graders, 2 commons in the group loot, and 2 potions in Josh's inventory. Are we happy with 2 lessers and a common?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Okay.
You can put
what
my
was
2
our-
in the. You can put my 2 in the group as well if you want. I'll just take them off my sheet.
Okay. Is that so?
2 commons.
That's 4.
Yeah. So you'd
2
have.
2 more commons. Is that
Yeah,
what you
so
said?
you'd have in total, you'd have 2 greater, 5 common, and 2 lesser.
Are we going to be doing any holy water things?
Any holy water at 3 gold piece a pop.
I'd say it does pack a punch, but it's also 3 gold for 1 use that might miss.
You can
So
also
it's
use it to
risky.
consecrate stuff, so it might be worth just having a holy water, right? Just on the off chance that you need it for some other random rubbish.
Yeah, I just wouldn't buy several.
Oh, whilst we're shopping, can I sell my aquamarine?
Where did you get it? Why did you get it? How did you get it? When did I offer it to you? And did I ever tell you what it cost?
No, any of that. You didn't. It says base legacy. It says it's worth 500.
Yes, I know what legacy
It
says.
came
Where did
from
it come from?
the guy who brought us to Norvina, or was going to.
Willoughby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And
in the bag of gold he gave us.
And then I was like, we should sell it, and then
the party was like, we'll save it for a rainy day. Is this the rainy day?
Is it raining?
No, I do know what it's worth. Because it's in the group loot.
Yeah, I think we put it as
If
like.
it's in the group, it can. I'll remove it.
No, it's been crossed out as claimed by William, but the amount is in the group loot. It's 10 gold pieces.
Oh, I'll just cross off 10 gold pieces then.
No, we haven't. William's claimed it. You haven't spent it or gained it or anything. Like,
Oh,
he's
okay.
just got it. If you sell it, it's 10 gold pieces.
Okay, I will have 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Dinari, you do have a Fedra and wild sage leaves. A wild sage root. Would you have attempted to make any healing potions of your own at some point, or is that something you want to do at a later date or in a quiet corner? Or
Yeah, that was something we were going to tinker with. It was just finding the time and the place, and also trying to find recipes to figure out whether or not the quantity I have is actually like enough to start making some
yeah,
sort
so
of
0.1 pounds of a Fedra and 0.1 pounds of wild sage root makes 1 healing potion if you roll the average DC.
Okay.
So you've got quite a few attempts.
Let's-
Yeah. It's just finding the time. It takes about an hour to brew a common healing potion. So you could do it over a short
Are we
rest.
starting this? Is it the morning of a new day?
No, I don't think so.
Or is it still the same? Okay.
Yes, I've got it 7 a.m. on the 17th, on Gold Harvest the 17th. So you can get up early and make some potions while these guys are popping off to buy them. That is totally valid.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just tinker around to see.
Have you got an alchemy skill on your sheet?
Yes.
Fantastic. Look at me being prepared. Just open the document. I'm pretty sure I know the DCs, but go ahead and give me an alchemy roll for each potion you want to try and make.
You said, was it 0.1 of aphasia and 0.1 of
Wild Sage
Elf
Root
makes one?
Wild Sage
Wild
Root.
Sage Root.
Yes, Elfroot's Dragon Age, I think.
Oh, you're right. Yes, I read that wrong. My mind flipping, yeah.
I'm currently playing a Dragon Age campaign. Josh is DMing it, so that's the only reason I know
That's
that.
great. I was like, oh my god, I can't
It
believe
is great.
also
I
had
am the
Elf
warden.
in-
I am the wardens. Well, me and Michaela are. But anyway, yeah, give me an alchemy check for each potion you want to make, and I'll take a note and then tell you what you get.
Okay, I'm gonna try 3, I guess.
Okay,
I'll just
cool.
roll
Yep.
3 times to see what I get. Okay, first one is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Second
cool.
one is a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does that mean she
Third
accidentally
one.
creates a greater potion?
I don't know, maybe.
Uh,
Third one is an 8.
An 8. Okay. So you have made 1 lesser healing potion. That's what an 8 gets you. 2 common healing potions. That's what a dirty 20 gets you. And 2 greater potions, which is what a nat 20 on a common roll gives you. Oh, that's really confusing because it's straight up followed into the previous chat. Let me just put that here and then... why did that do that? There we go. 2 common, 2 greater, 1 lesser. They are in Roll20 chat at the bottom.
Alright,
So
I will
that-
take some
yeah.
time to add
So
that
many
to my
potions.
inventory.
Are you adding it to your personal inventory, and we adding it to the
Yeah.
group loot? Alright, cool.
I'm keeping most of this in the like my personal stuff.
Alright, cool. Alright, did we get any like holy water or anything?
You've got
else?
a
Did
holy
we-
water for 3 gold pieces, I think was the
All right.
consensus. And
All right.
any alchemist's fire, arcane bombs, night shine, antidotes, or potions of mana. It's not often the
bought
DM
one
says to you,
night
do
shine.
you want an antidote? So you may want to have at least one on hand.
Maybe we should get some antidote.
I should get some
All right.
antidote. That's I don't think anyone in this party is. No, tell a lie. You don't necessarily need an antidote, do you? Whilst you aren't capable of lesser restoration, because he's not really a cleric. Paladins can spend 5 points of lay on hands to remove poison, can't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it is totally up to you
I could
if
do
you
that.
if you value 1 gold piece or 5 lay on hand points more
Let's
highly.
get 2 or 3. Let's get 2 or 3.
You may never use them, but they'll be there, right?
It's just
For the day you do use them, yeah.
what do we want? 2 or
I think
3?
two's good.
2? Okay.
Okay. And somebody bought some night shine, right?
I did.
Is this because you now have to confess that you can't see in the dark?
Yes, it is.
We've been hiding that fact for the entire campaign. Actually, I have a funny feeling that just so that you didn't give anything away accidentally, I think your token has dark vision. Let me just double
And I do have
check.
blind sight, so it's not like I'm useless in the dark.
What is your blind
You
sight?
definitely,
10
like,
feet?
Take your way through.
10
Is it-
foot, yeah.
Okay, your night vision is updated on your token from 60 feet to 10 feet. Just so that you didn't ever say, well, I can't see what's over there. Okay. That'll bring up to sort of about 10:30, 11 a.m. Anything else that you guys want to do before heading out?
I bought a night shine for myself.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cheap for
Yeah.
for what it does. Okay.
Alright.
You may head out. So, at first you'll be heading out into the foothills of Norvina. It's a lovely, pleasant walk or ride. Are we riding to the edge of the woods and then leaving the horses tied up, or are we going to walk the horses through the forest where they might spook and then tie them a bit closer to the barrow, or are we going to leave the horses in the stable? I know Atreides will be coming at least some bit of the way, but I mean the rest of the horses, specifically Whisper and potentially one or two hired horses. Not tired, hired horses. Weary, what are you doing? Or are you following the group choice?
Bonded a fair bit with this horse, so I'm gonna ask the opinion of horse girl Dinari or Anivari, sorry.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, mix those two up. This is gonna be spicy. Keep mixing them up.
Yeah, I know.
So just to give you a bit of a quantitative decision, she has suggested that you actually go from her hut. That it's a simpler journey. So you would be riding 4 miles to the forest and then 18 miles up. There is a secondary option which involves riding 15 miles, tying the horses, and then cutting across. But she does think that could be a more dangerous path. It is a lot quicker.
Well, and the horses might get stolen if they're just like out in the open like that. At least if we like tie them up in the forest.
Well, you would bring them a little way into the forest and tie them up like that. That's a given. You just walk them into the forest a little way and then tie them up. You just can't ride in the forest.
Sure, but it would still be safer to have them.
No. If you tie them up, you'll either tie them up here, like literally just right on that line, or here. You won't be able to take them much further. Unless you walk them. You can walk the horses either way, right quite close, and then tie them up.
Is the ground too uneven to ride them?
Yes.
Is that the problem? Or the forest too dense?
Both.
Okay, I see.
So, horse girl, what do you think?
I mean, I imagine hopefully most of these will be underground. I don't know how much they're wandering the top of the hillside. So the horses might be safe above, but I would probably leave them at a distance if you're going to bring them.
Sorry, Laura, why are you expecting to go underground?
I don't know. I'm guessing. They're dead.
Right, okay, but you do know that it's a bare, barren hill.
Might not know.
A bare, barren hill with a single silver tree on it. That you're headed to get the bark from the silver tree.
I think they might be above ground.
There was no indication they would be either. They probably started underground, but they're probably going to burst out and kill you or completely ignore you, depending on your actions. So
I'd say we should at least leave them a safe distance away.
Okay.
Atreides is not going to be spooked by them, but I don't know about Whisper, and that one seems like a good horse, but I don't know how well it's trained.
Dinari, was there ever a consideration of bringing a horse?
Absolutely not.
Well, at that point, you're not going to gain any speed by riding. So do you guys want to just head out pretty much on foot with Atreides and just... At that point, you can walk Atreides right the way up, because he's not going to get spooked. He, right?
He.
Okay, cool. There will be many other opportunities to ride elsewhere. That Dinari will also refuse. Okay, guys, decisions. Give me answers, responses. What is that? Is that okay? Are we going to head through with Atreides and on foot? Are we like?
Yeah, let's just go on for all.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool, fantastic. Are we going to take the safe but long route, or are we going to take the less safe but slightly quicker route?
Let's say if I want to fight.
Did William say that, or just Josh?
No, me.
I
think I'm not speaking up at this moment because I feel like everybody's mad at me.
A decision has been made. Less safe.
Okay. So this means that you'll head up the outside of the forest along the river, which you know to be fairly safe because you've been there, and then you'll head into the woods and see what you encounter. Okay.
Are we gonna traipse along Ben's? Ben the beekeeper?
You will go past Ben's, yes.
So if we knock on his door, we'll see his black hands.
That is possible.
Oh. Interesting.
Do you want to stop at Ben's?
Nah, let's just keep going.
Okay. Absolutely fine. You head down the river. It is a pleasant afternoon. It will take you 3.5 hours to get there. I would suggest that you lunch by the river before heading into the... What is 15 a.m.? Before heading into the forest. What would lunch be, and how would it benefit you? Well, I'll tell you how it benefits you. You tell me what lunch is.
Lunch would be wild berries, edible flowers, and more fish.
Fish and forage. Love that. Go ahead and give me a cooking check. How bored are these guys of fish?
If we're eating flowers and shit, you better roll pretty
Increasingly.
high, or else we're all going to trip.
18, pretty good.
You guys may add 4 maximum hit points.
Ooh.
And Weary, I need a straight intelligence check, please.
That's not good.
No? I mean, it's going to have to be one day. But today is not that day. As you make cooking checks over the next few sessions, you'll be giving me int checks as you are approaching the point that you can increase your cooking skill. Yeah, we have a funny feeling we don't have your cooking skill tracked. So let me just, we don't, because you've got some in the notes other. I will put it in allies. Your ally is cooking 2. Cool. Fantastic. Oh, I think maybe I put it in there. No, I didn't. Cool. Fantastic. Let's question that. Okay. Why did you have a +5?
I don't know, it's wisdom.
No.
And then...
No, there was a manual. Oh, it's you took expertise in it. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Cool. Fantastic. Right. Cool. Yeah, so with a +4 to maximum hit points, you can head into the outskirts of the forest. At first, there is a path. A gentle path. It is a fairly sort of rugged path. There's moments where the path completely disappears, or you have to skirt around places where the land has fallen away. But for the most part, you are able to make your way fairly easily. However, after about half an hour of walking through, you begin to feel a sort of weight upon your shoulders, as if the air is closing in on you, and it's becoming more and more difficult to pass through the land. No. Sorry, I just closed my notes. As you turn a corner, suddenly it feels darker, as if the sun has suddenly vanished behind the clouds, and your footsteps sound loud beneath you. Who's our resident perceptioner? Is that Weary? I think so, right?
Probably...
Weary, give me a perception check, please.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Oh, you're the
I
only
do
wisdom-based
divine sense
class.
as well.
You may indeed. With your divine sense, as you
Yeah, sort
Yes,
of me too.
cast it out. You're also proficient in perception, you're saying, but...
I am, yes.
Cool. Okay, so you may give me a perception check too. As you divine sense outwards, you don't sense any undead fiends, etc. And a reminder that it goes 60 feet, ignoring cover. However, you do get a sense of foreboding. Whilst there is no specific creatures, especially within the range that your divine sense extends to, you are aware of a sense of wrongness here in the forest. And you've sensed this before, as you passed through brief bits of the forest in the past. Magic has twisted this forest and the lands around it, much like when you saw the mist over the lake. Bumpkin, what was your perception check?
12.
Okay. Both Weary and Bumpkin, pick one or the other. Both Weary and Dinari, as you're looking, you notice a few leaves sort of brushing along beside you. Moving along with you as you walk. Just sort of being blown along the path. And then it strikes both of you at the same time. The wind is blowing into your face. And the leaves are moving alongside you against the wind.
If I change the pace that I'm walking, does it also they keep in tandem, or are they still just going?
They just keep going. It's as if they're being blown by a wind that you cannot feel, and they cannot feel the wind upon your face.
Is it like a shape, or is it just a collection of leaves?
They're just the odd. It's just a couple of leaves, like here and there.
Okay.
It's just typical sort of autumn leaves blowing, but in the wrong direction.
Okay. Nature's not seeming to obey the laws of the land. Now that's something you don't see every day.
Some other law acting around here as well. I don't like it.
As you take
what do you make of?
Go.
What do you make of something like winds crossing paths and leaves blowing in the direction they shouldn't? Anivari?
Beyond there being something inherently wrong here, I couldn't say.
As you all look to the leaves blowing past, your eyes catch on a single leaf that is black. Pure black with silver veining. You look around but see no tree that could belong to.
Is it a similar shade to William's hands?
In that both are black, yes, but there doesn't appear to be any correlation.
Okay.
Like black with like silver?
Yeah, so black and then like the veining bit is silver.
We're looking for a silver tree. So if the leaves are blowing from that way, could the tree be... Oh, wait, like I'm saying, like I'm trying to think of... That would be the way you came in.
And you have very specific directions to it. But yes, that is a thought.
The hunch is if these leaves come from that tree.
It would be plausible, although she did tell you that the tree should not have any leaves upon it at all, which would make that quite worrying. But that's okay. Worrying's good right now.
I'm not worried if a tree has leaves.
Anything out of the ordinary might be a little unsuspected. You hear the squawk of a crow as it lands on a branch in front of you, watching you.
I fight the urge to flip it off.
Could this be the witch watching us?
You are here on her business.
Perhaps
of course it's the witch watching us. It's like our trademark thing. It's all up in our business.
As you finish that sentence, a raven swoops down at the crow, sort of lands, and the crow flies off in a panic. The raven sort of stops and looks dead into Weary's eyes, where you feel almost transfixed, held in place. And then Tim is going to sort of launch himself up towards the raven, trying to establish the bird hierarchy in this forest, and will spook the raven off. But not before you feel a sense of cold prickle all over your skin.
I'm feeling too good about this one, guys. And,
I'm starting to think we should have come the other direction.
Starting to think maybe we shouldn't have done this at all.
Well, maybe we should just keep going, keep moving.
Alright, keep moving. Alright.
Okay. You'll head forwards on the same uneasy path for near an hour with no further disturbances. And then you hear a quiet rustling just behind you. And as you all turn, you look back, but the path you've come down is no path at all. You see broken rocks and thistly branches. It's not land you can't pass through, but there's no sign of that path you came on. None at all. At one point, William, you place your hand out to try and sort of steady yourself on the path, And the tree bark that you put your hand against is rough, almost sharp to the touch. As you pull your hand away, moss clings to your hand. It's uncomfortable, nothing more.
I'm trying to like brush it off as soon as I can.
Yeah.
As soon as it happens.
As you're looking down and brushing your hand, all four of you at the same sort of time sort of feel spider webs across your face or your arm. You'll note that there's something sort of heavy about the trees around you.
Oh, get her off me! Get her off! God.
The only path you can really work out which to take is this tight path between two trees. And each one of you has to filter through one by one. Once you move through, the mist almost clears. You see thick strands of web, larger than they should be. You see small bits of broken dead tree on the ground, and plants with sharp thorns. Out of the corner of your eye, Dinari, you're sure you saw one move. When you look towards it and see a flicker back the other way, as you turn back the other way, you see William, the fourth of you, slipping through the last bit of a gap between two trees. And then you see it, weary, William. You look down to the left and you see a grave. Two of them, in fact, side by side. Stone graves. Thick cobwebs over the top of them. A single tombstone broken at an angle in front of you blocks your foot. You look back, William, and you put your hand out. And you put your hand on an old wooden fence with broken wood that rots away as you touch it. Maggots in the very wood. And as you look back, it's like you've in an old graveyard. You're sure that there was not meant to be any graveyard here. You hear a sort of crack as a piece of wood breaks in a tree to your right. And then you see a single thorn-like monster step out towards you. And then another. And then another. And then my mouse would disappear. That's really helpful right now. Thank you. There we go. And I will ask you, please, as these creatures surround you completely, to roll initiative.
Yikes. I am so scared.
No.
I've got loads of initiatives coming through. Doesn't make any sense. I've got I've got a 7, an 18, and a 4 for Anivari. I've got a 19, a 4, and a 2 for William. I've got 2 24s and a 23 for Weary, and I've got an 18 and a 6 for Dinari. So I'll go one by one. Sorry, Anivari, your initiative is
7.
Could you also tell me what Josh's is?
4.
Weary.
I was going to ask you which one was the highest one you said was.
Weary.
A natural 20 for a 24.
Okay, I'll put you at a 35. And Dinari.
18.
Okay. Weary. You see the first... Oh, you guys are on the right map, are you? Sorry.
No.
Welcome. There's those tombstones to your left, Weary. And there's these tree blights moving out and around you. As you see the first one move, what would you like to do?
Can I ask, is Atreides here?
Yes, but you are not riding him. He's walking next to you.
Alright, well, I see this little guy next to William.
It stands about 5 foot tall. Wide branches.
Alright, not that little.
No,
Alright.
same size as your tokens, right? So.
Yeah. Alright, gotta protect my boy. I immediately flip around my crossbow and take a shot.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead, roll ahead. Oh, no, hold on 2 seconds, sorry.
Okay. So,
Well, you can roll to hit, that's fine, but...
okay.
2, 3. There is a creature that should be here. There we go.
Okay, that's alright. I would have still
Yeah, I was just trying to work out where the pairs were. I've forgotten to give them their nameplates. For me, not for you guys. You won't be able to see anything. Okay. So you're shooting at this guy here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, what did you get to hit?
Got a 22.
22 hits. Go ahead, give me some damage.
Beautiful. Got 13 damage.
Nice. Big shot.
And
Creature severely
then
wounded.
Beautiful. I'll send Tim to go down and attack and do a flyby beaking.
Yep. Have you got a Tim on the map?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, there you go.
Let me chuck him on. Thank you. So I'll send him over.
Mm-hmm.
Only got a 10.
10 will miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Alright, he'll fly off.
Okay. That brings... Oh, go on.
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Cool. Okay, so this one is going to approach you, Anivari. And is going to claw at you. It's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Yes, that does seem to happen. And then this one's going to come at you, Dinari. For... Oh, no, it's not. It's going to sort of raise its hand. William, stay still, please. And roots and vines sort of grow out from the earth and are going to surround all 5 of you. So 4 and a Atreides. I need a strength saving throw, please, from all of you. This is effectively entangle.
23.
Okay.
Ooh.
Josh, can you move your token one square to the right and back again? Thank you. William? 12. It's a fail. Dinari, you got? Dinari?
23.
And
sorry,
Anivari?
yes.
19 for me, 15 for Atreides.
Okay, you both succeed. So William and Weary, you are restrained.
Yep.
And it will take an action to break out. And then it is going to swipe at you. Dinari, a vine sort of moves, like sort of stretches out of its hand, tries to wrap around you and grab you. That is a 20 to hit. Just for clarity, the creature that's attacking you looks a bit like that.
Ooh.
This particular one. The one that tried to claw at Anivari looks like that.
Fine.
So, if that 20 hits you, did it? I'm assuming tonight did.
Yes, it does.
You will take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you will have the grappled condition, which effectively means your speed is reduced to 0. You have disadvantage any attacks other than an attack rolls against any creature other than the person grappling you, and it may be able to drag you or move you. And also, Dinari, at the start of your turn, you will take 6 bludgeoning damage as the constriction goes around you. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Right. I am going to try and make a scimitar attack, I think, against
Straight roll.
the guy that's grappling me.
Yep. You try and cut away at his vines.
Yeah. That is 15.
15 will hit.
All right, and with that, I'm also going to spend a superiority die,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use my menacing attack.
Okay. Try and make it
That's to
frightened
make
of
a
you.
DC 12
Yep.
wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, the goading attack. Still, sorry,
Oh,
it's still the
okay.
same DC, but different
18.
thing. So it saves. Okay. Oh, I get to add the total of that damage roll. Wait, hold on.
If you hit, of course.
So that's well, yeah, that was a...
Oh, you did say, you did say you hit. Yeah, sorry. I did say you hit.
So yeah, that was a... So it's going to be A d6 plus 2, so that's 4 points of slashing plus an additional 8.
Nice. Creature's wounded. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to affect the fact it's grappling you.
I'm still in it?
Yep. It is still got its vines around you as you sort of slash at its chest. You see a renting tear, and then it's the rest of its vines sort of move over to cover the hole that has been made. It's not regaining any health, but it is at least, keeping itself one creature. Anything else from you?
If I can't move them, no, that'll be it.
Okay, cool. This creature is going to move over here, William, and is going to try and constricting vine at you. Wait, is that right? Yes, it is. So it's and that is a 10 to hit you.
Yes.
I thought that might be the case. So not only are you restrained, you're also grappled, and you will take 3 bludgeoning damage. It is then going to raise its hands, and Dinari, Anivari, and Atreides, I need a strength save, please. Oh, sorry, Dinari, you took 1 piercing damage when you... no, wrong creature. No, ignore me completely. You didn't take any piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Am I still making the strength
You
save?
are still making strength saves, Dinari, Anivari, and Atreides.
Okay.
Once again against an entangle.
9.
Okay, Dinari, you are restrained.
18 and 22.
You are not.
He's got better strength save than I do.
Yep, and that brings us on to our very wounded Needle Blight, who is going to step up towards William, and is going to claw for a 10 to hit. Sorry, no, rubbish, a 22 to hit, which will deal 7 piercing damage. Anivari, you're up.
I'm gonna pull Atreides sort of around in between me and this creature as I jump up onto him.
Okay. Mounting here will be difficult terrain.
As I come down on the other side, I'm gonna swing down with my longsword at him.
Okay, can you move Atreides to the right and to the left again? I have 2 Atreides on my screen. Oh, no, I just have 2
I had
Atreides
to
on my
refresh,
screen.
something funky was happening.
Yep. Okay. He's like doubling up.
That's
I think he needs to go like... Oh, that does... Yeah. I can just make 3 Atreides.
Here, I'll move the real one.
Yeah, I needed him like to move off the square that he was previously on. So like 3 squares up and 3 squares down, I guess. No, I just don't see him moving at all. Okay, bear with. Oh, I also didn't fucking put Roll20 on the stream. Okay, sorry, Anivari, you were making an attack.
Yeah, 19 to hit.
Yep, that will hit. You will take 1 piercing damage as you strike this creature.
Do they seem... What sort of creature do they seem like?
They're made of twigs.
So not undead.
No. No, definitely not. They are definitely
Okay.
plants.
Okay. 6 damage.
Yep. Okay.
And I will bonus
Creature severely
action...
wounded.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith, Dinari.
Okay. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay, this brings us to our second Needle Blight, who is going to move over to you, William, and make a claw attack with advantage. It's a 17, not an 18. I'm sure that makes a great deal of difference. You'll take another 6 slashing damage.
Okay, hold on. Hold your horses now. Now you've gone too far. Okay, so I am down, but it activates my Strength of the Grave, and so I need to make a Charisma saving throw, which is a DC 5 plus the damage taken, so 11. So I need to get 11 or high. If I do, I drop to 1 instead.
Okay.
And I miss.
You failed?
Yeah.
You are down. Okay.
Yeah, but
The twig blight from up here is going to move in on you, Weary.
Yeah.
And is going to claw with advantage against your restrain.
Yep.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Dealing 5 slashing damage. William, at the start of your turn, as the vines constrict around you, you will fail a death save as you would take some bludgeoning damage. After which, I need a death save made directly to me. I'd just like to remind the whole table that if William gets a nat 1 on this, he will die. Because he would fail 3. You see William sort of struggle in the vines. He ain't dead yet. Weary, you are up.
What the fuck do we do?
Kill some things. Would be a good start. You've got 2 of them
Yeah.
severely wounded and 1 of them wounded. And you are restrained. Because why not?
Alright,
whose idea was it to go
guess-
the dangerous fruit, guys?
I know,
Come
whose
on.
idea, man? Alright, I will cast Zephyr Strike to get neutral.
Yep.
Because, yeah.
I'm going to choose
and I
advantage on
will-
this particular attack, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's one attack
So-
on the unit turret. Yep.
Yeah, one attack. I will target the one I targeted previously.
Okay. Just a reminder that is not the one grappling William, but yes, that's fine.
Yeah, we just need to kill some shit. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna kill.
Yep.
So roll a hit. It's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 7.
Yeah, the bolt sort of
And
throws him backwards and kills him.
Yeah, and then I will get Tim to which one's targeting William.
This is the one that's grappling him.
All right, I will get Tim to just go down we have that thing where I can grant an advantage with Tim, right, on someone's next attack.
Yeah.
I'll be like, get the one that's getting William,
Okay.
and I'll use Tim to give someone neutral or advantage, whoever's
Oh,
whatever's
sorry, it's
the
not
case.
advantage on William. I meant to give the restrain condition to William. Well, it's really
You
grappled.
can't give an advantage on death saves by giving like mouth to mouth or something, chest
No.
compressions.
No. That brings us to our Twig Blight, who is up here and is going to attack. Did you just kill this creature, Anivari? No, you did 6 damage, didn't you? That's unfortunate for you. He will actually move here and attack Dinari as he will have advantage. Which helps him get a 10.
Powerful.
Dinari, you will take 6 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, that's at the start of your turn. Right now, he will reach out to try and also get Anivari, which is a natural 20.
Thanks.
That might hit.
So that'll be 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are also grappled in his vines at the start of your turn. Dinari, you will take that 6 bludgeoning damage, but it is now your turn.
Good lord.
It's okay. The witch is watching.
Beak
So
to
she'll
mouth.
help, right? She'll swoop. She'll swoop in.
No, she got chased up by a raven. You saw that.
I thought she might have been the raven.
Oh, she chased
She was
herself
like,
off.
"Don't
You're
think
right.
I'm a crow. No, that she was like, you think I'm a crow?
What would you like to do, Dinari?
Is it an action to break out of
It is.
grapples? Oh, but then I'd still be because I'm grappled and restrained.
No, you are. Oh, yes. It is an action to break out of the restrain and to break out of the grapple. Yes, you are both. That is unfortunate.
Okay, so regardless, my movement speed was 0, even if I try to fix one of those.
Yeah, you might be able to break the vines that are around you, but that won't which will stop you from taking dying damage from at the start of every turn. But you would still be restrained, having disadvantage on your attacks.
You know what then? Yeah, to stop the ouchie poke pokes, I will take an action to break out of that. Was it the grapple?
Athletics check.
Okay. That's 17.
17 succeeds. You are no longer grappled, only restrained.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
And that's going to regain 7 hit points.
Nice.
And then I am going to use my action surge.
Mm.
I'm going to use this up again, and I'm going to get one more action. Sorry, just to clarify, how many of us are all of us fully restrained at this point? Like all of us?
No,
can't move?
Anivari hasn't been bothered in the slightest by anything that's been thrown her way.
I thought it was
Neither has the horse.
Or was it?
Oh, you are grappled. Yes, you are. She is grappled. Sorry, I haven't put the thing on her. She's grappled but not restrained by the same one that is grappling you, Dinari.
Okay. Yeah, I am
So
going
killing
to...
that one is a good way to help both of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna then take a swipe with the Storm Herald.
Okay, so you will be at disadvantage because you are restrained, but you will have +2
Yes.
because you have flanking.
Okay.
So it's a mixed bag.
Woo. Jeez. It's an 8.
Does that include your +2?
Yes.
8 is not going to cut it at all. Anything.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's literally everything.
That brings us to this one, who is going to move up to here, and Weary, with advantage, is going to try and restrict you as well. Or constrict you, I guess, is the right words, because it has constricting vine in the sentence. That is a 15 to hit you.
Yeah, that is.
Good, you are grappled. Not restrained, just grappled. You take 5 bludgeoning damage. Oh, come on, why did that disappear? I was in the middle of scrolling. Where's my grappled? Grappled. There we go. Okay, cool. Anivari, you are up.
I mean, I'm grappled, but I'm on a horse. Can the horse move?
If the horse moves, you will be pulled off of it.
Right.
Because the vine is like wrapped round your chest, sort of like, like Spider-Man style, I guess, like 3 or 4 times around your midriff.
Lassoed.
Can't Baldur's Gate 3 throw a healing potion now?
No. No, you cannot.
Then I guess I will attack this guy.
Cool, do so. +2 to hit. I'm flanking.
Advantage because he's smaller than my horse.
Sure, if that's what your mounted competence says. Be my guess.
Yep.
Right.
So 19 to hit.
Oh, 19 hits.
For 8 slashing damage.
8? Oh, that's a relief,
8.
isn't it?
Oh, thank goodness.
You are no longer grappled.
I thought you were going to tell me it had 9 hit points.
It had 8 hit points. So you are no longer grappled. Dinari is still restrained, as is William. These vines that are coming up from the ground, the entangle lasts a minute. If they don't try and break out, that'll be that. It just stays on them. But you do know that William is going to fail a death save immediately at the start of his next turn. I don't know what you're meant to do about that, but I'm just letting you know.
Just rubbing salt in the wound, really.
Shield bash isn't a thing, right? That's not a thing I can do.
Do you have that as a bonus action? Like, can you take? Do you have Shieldmaster?
No.
Oh, well then no, you
I have
can't do
2
it.
weapon fighting, but my hand I have a shield in my other hand, so.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you have a bonus action?
okay. Not that's useful.
You can drink a potion. It won't help him, but it might help you.
I'm gonna skirt around and I am going to drink one of the common healing potions.
Great. Love that. Okay. That brings us to the Needle Blight. And as this creature here, a little by day, just here, is going to go at the restrained weary.
Yeah.
With advantage. It's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
You will take 5 slashing damage. That
It's
brings
only
us.
been 5.
Yeah, that brings us to the Twig Blight, who is here, and seeing you come towards it, Anivari, it will attack Atreides. It has advantage on this.
No, he won't. He'll attack me.
Okay, that's fine. He has advantage on this because there is a creature next to you, so it'll be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. You take 6 slashing damage.
Man, they're going to
William
healing potion I just took.
Hale. Please roll your death save.
And I lose one as well, right?
You will at the start of your turn
turn.
fail a death save.
Oh, fudge.
You see the vines constrict. And for one brief moment, you see William. And as his head drops down, William, I will ask you. You may take one action, but you cannot use it to save yourself. What would you like to do?
Can it be something that's concentrating?
You may only
Without having
take
to
a single
concentrate?
action. What would you like to do?
But if I cast something that was concentrated, it would be useless, right?
Of course. You may lash out, you may speak, you may...
I guess my shadow will rise from the ground and attack this creature next to me. I'll cast Skeletal Slashing at 2nd level.
Okay. Not it.
Which will miss.
I don't think it will. We've got Weary next to it. So that's Needle Blight, right? Oh no, it will miss. It will miss. And as you see William with his sort of last action, his shadow reach out and cast,
magic.
you see the vines constrict. His last breath. Right from his
Can I
mouth.
ask just one quick thing? I am willing to take on any multitude of debuffs to this, like if that's exhaustion or anything, because it slightly bends the rules of one of the items that I have.
I like bending. What do you want to try?
I don't. How do I want to kind of ping this. There it is. I have that amber pendant wrapped around the hilt of my scimitar.
That
Is there
bending.
anything? I know. I was thinking, like, is the idea of
Roll me
trying
a
to
D20.
crush it against. Oh my god!
You may
It's just a
expend
straight
a card if you wish. But you must expend it before you...
What's this? Because I have.
Josh, I don't want to hear the typing right now. Sorry. It's
Yeah.
taking away from the moment.
That's okay. I am going to spend up my D8 of inspiration.
Deal it out to the table. Let's see what it says.
The turn order's in the way. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. There it is.
The greater the difficulty,
Oh,
the more glory in surmounting it. Give me your D20
Oh,
and
come
your
on.
D8 and give me the result.
Okay.
I will DM Josh what you need to get before you tell me what you have got.
Okay.
Let me know.
Am I good to say it?
hmm
It's a 12.
In total,
Yeah.
you reach over to try and crush this amber. And as you squeeze it, nothing happens. It is not crushed. It will not crush. It doesn't seem like it is the time for it to be used.
Yeah, I was late on the uptake with that.
Well, you just didn't. It wasn't you. It was you that had that had the amber on its on you.
Damn it.
know this may be difficult, but weary. It is your turn. What would you like to do? Because right now you could lose more than one player.
I know.
I am very pleased that Josh, in the nicest way possible, I am pleased that it was Josh that suggested this route. And Josh's character that has been subjected to this, not someone else. That would have been truly awful. But I am very, very devastated to see William weary. See William in this state. Weary. What would you like to try and do?
Alright, I'll Hunter's Mark. This one next to William. I don't think I know he's dead yet. I think even though he's lifeless, I think he's.
You're currently bound in vines. You've got your crossbow out like this. You've got a creature stabbing you in the face. It is no surprise that you are not.
So I think I'm still trying to save him.
Okay.
So I go for the one next to him, and I go Hunter's Mark. I give myself neutral. I get Tim to give me advantage, which cancels out the disadvantage from restraint. And then I shoot my crossbow. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. That is 14 plus 6.
Just to confirm, that's this guy?
That's that guy.
He's dead.
Okay. That's the end of my turn. I'm looking around and ready to go. Tim just moves up.
Dinari, this creature is going to turn towards you. And is going to attack you with advantage. 16 to hit.
As a reaction, I will hold my hand out and
Say what? Why?
spectral shield will appear in front of her as I channel divinity, adding a +1 to her AC.
Sick. Not even bad. Dinari, it's your turn. You are restrained. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. I'm still restrained by this fucking thing. Oh wait, the one that is restraining me is gone. But I'm still.
You're restrained by the
restrained.
vines coming out the ground, not grappled by the creature that held you.
Oh, okay.
It's an action to break out.
Was this like a specific creature that was causing these things to come out? I.e., if I kill a creature that grapple,
No, both of these creatures sort of cause the vines to grow out the ground and wrap around you. Despite that creature's subsequent demise, the vines themselves, or thorny branches, haven't gone. It was like a non-concentration entangle. I did say it lasts a minute. I'm afraid breaking out or attacking the creature next to you or throwing a weapon would be your only 3 choices, really.
Yeah, I guess I'll... from where I am... I'll try throwing the Storm Herald at the larger guy that's putting some pressure on Weary.
Weary, you took 4 damage at the beginning of your turn. Sorry, I forgot. Dinari, that will be a straight roll because you are at disadvantage, but Tim is helping.
Can Tim help after he did what I got him to do? I don't know if that's...
Well, you gave help on the next attack roll against him. I don't think that particularly changes.
Oh, cool.
And I like it. You guys need a break right now.
15?
15 hits.
Seven points of slashing and 6 points of lightning.
Okay, creature severely wounded. Anything else, Dinari?
I guess I'll just say, to anyone who can move, just try to get away from the tombs.
If the Vine Blight would speak, it might say, clever girl, and it is going to attack you with advantage, because you are restrained, and that is a 20 to hit you. Dinari.
Yeah.
Okay. You will take 3 bludgeoning damage, and once again are constricted by its vines. This creature is a menace.
Is that grappled again?
Yes, that one is the grapple. As it is around you, this creature is severely wounded. I need to put a 2 on it. Go. That brings us to Anivari. This creature down here is currently grappling both your friends.
Yeah.
It has let go
And
of
I'm a
William,
horse.
whose body has stumbled to the ground. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna lean down to Weary's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
As much as I have other things I would like to do, I need more people alive.
Mm-hmm. Any bonus action from you?
10 healing.
Then healing, beautiful.
I should drink another potion, which I will.
Okay. This creature's going to slash at you with advantage, Weary. That's a 23 to hit for 6 slashing damage. At the start of your turn, you will take 5 bludgeoning damage. Weary, it's your turn.
As I feel Anivari's healing hand on my shoulder, I look up and say, "Thanks, but save it for William." And then I am going to send Tim after this one.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alright.
There's a melee attack from Tim,
Melee attack from Tim.
plus 2 from flanking.
Beautiful. That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
And roll down for damage. 6 damage.
Creature is dead, and neither you nor Dinari are grappled.
Beautiful. And then I'm
You are still restrained, however.
I'm still restrained. Yeah, I'm gonna, with disadvantage, point blank shoot the one that is
Next to you.
in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
Got an 11.
11 will miss.
Oh
him.
no, plus 2.
No,
13.
you don't get flanking with a ranged weapon.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. You wouldn't have hit either way, so it doesn't really matter. Second, good your
Okay,
turn,
cool.
Weary.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, this spiky little dude is going to once again swipe at Dinari. That's a nat 20.
Yep.
For 9 slashing damage. Dinari, it's your turn.
Oh, I guess I spent. Did I spend my reaction on the last turn? I don't think I did.
As far as I know.
I think I might use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. It'll make a dex save. Does it take half damage on a failure? On a success? I believe it does, right?
I think, yeah.
Yep. Fire does double damage to these creatures. You will see it burn up in a crisp.
Okay.
It had 1 hit point.
Okay. Worth it.
Well, it's dead, and now you've got an action to do something other than kill that creature, right? So it's your turn.
I'll use my action to break out of the restrained
Athletics check, please.
condition. Hopefully. 14?
That's a success. Anivari, you're up. 1 creature remains.
Can I move closer to William, though, before I
Yeah, of course you can.
return? Just gonna... Whoops.
I mean, I think now that I finally have space, I'll have to dismount probably.
Mm.
But I will try to reach in to all the vines that are wrapping around him and place my hand on him and put in 5 points of lay on hands.
You're trying to lay on hands, William.
Yeah.
You put your hand and you think you've got it in the wrong place. It's like you can't get any purchase. It's akin to putting your hand on a rock or the ground. You look for a target for your magic, but there is no target. Cannot expend your action in that way, as you cannot find anything to lay on hands. The body is still and cold.
And then I will just stand and I think I'll let out a sort of scream as I turn and just slash at this one.
That's 2 to hit. Thank you.
That is 16.
16 hits.
Terrible. 3.
Okay. With that, fight is over. I'm going to forget otherwise, so I'm going to lighten the mood slightly and tell you got 85 experience points. And then I will ask what you're doing.
I think now that I'm closer to William, I'm like right on top of him, there's still an attempt to kind of crush that amber on it's I'm trying with the hand and the hand isn't crushing it, so now I'm taking the back of the Storm Herald now that I've got it back, and I'm like just whacking it, just like thinking like this thing should be breaking by now.
As the amber finally gives way, you see the dust fall over William's chest, his shoulder. It seems to sort of seep into his skin slightly. And you see his skin harden a little bit. A little like a chrysalis. It's not changed anything, he's still dead. But around his sort of his neck, his shoulders, and a little bit up towards his chin, you see this sort of amber, sort of almost, like a chrysalis or shell. Based upon him, you may give me a medicine check to try and work out what the hell you've just done.
Seven.
You're not sure. Something, but no idea what.
What's going on? Why is he getting up?
We were too slow.
What do you mean we were too slow? I saw you. You did your hand. You did that magic that you do on him just before. Now why isn't he getting up?
He's already gone.
No. Okay. I dropped to my knees.
As you do so, William.
Hiya.
You feel a strange coldness. Like you're trapped inside a small bottle, icy cold. Unsure what happened, you felt your breath leave. And then you look around you. That's not what I was looking for. Thanks, weird music. As you look around you, you recognize your surroundings. You're in Seraphina's cottage. But you're in the fireplace? You look down. You have no body. You're but a thin wisp of blackness. You see Seraphina standing, looking into the hearth. Oh. Not what you're expecting, I'm assuming.
What can I talk?
Try.
Okay, I look up to her and say, what have you done to me?
What have I done to you? I told you the path to take. I told you the way that would keep you safe. Be glad your foolishness did not kill one of your companions. You lie on the brink of death. Well, technically you're already dead, but we'll get into those technicalities soon. Your body lies still, under the hands of your companions. They're being very sweet about it, very sentimental. Would you like to watch? Come.
What do you mean, my foolishness?
It was you that said, let's take the less safe route, shelter.
Well, no one else was making a decision, so I made one. It was a 50-50.
Semantics, dear, semantics. Come, have a look. This is quite emotional. And she will show you into, she will sort of gesture for your spirit to sort of move forward, and you can propel yourself a little bit within the room, and you look over a scrying bowl. You know that you must be looking through the eyes of a crow, and you see, weary on his knees, his hands upon your body, a strange amber shape of chrysalis over your shoulders. You see Dinari sort of trying to crush the last bits of that amber gem. Anivari places her hand upon you, trying to lay on hands. Weary on his knees, sobbing. It's sweet, isn't it? Bonds of friendship.
What are you getting at? What have you done? Why am I here?
Because,
What did you do?
dear, you were about to cross over into the afterlife, and that seemed mildly inconvenient. For me. You are you not, on a mission to save, to retrieve something for me? And I don't like being cheated. Your companions are likely to turn back. And that will frustrate me to no end. So, I'd like to offer you a one-time deal. A one-off chance at surviving. But you will have to do something in return for me. Surrender all thoughts of returning that bark, of recalling that curse from Chiloko. That bark will come back to me and be placed directly in my hands. After which, you and your little group will set out immediately to deliver the 3 cursed luckstones, to the door of Zadaka's. After you have done that, you will return here, and you will help me conduct a ritual using your magic. Do these 3 things, and I shall let you live. Given one more chance.
You expect me to just be able to control what my friends can do?
Well, if they
Maybe
will not,
disagree.
if they will not aid you, then they will suffer your deaths. Your death. For that is what will happen if you do not complete these 3 tasks. I will simply relinquish your spirit, and you will return to the fugue plane, and you will be gone, and make no mistake, nobody else will be able to bring you back should that happen. What I have done right now messes with the laws of life and death. There is a second option, of course. There is always a second option. And a deal with a hag. I believe that's what they call it, though I don't really like that term.
Isn't that what this is?
Quite. The second option is... Well, there are 3 options, I suppose, because I could just let your spirit go now and say goodbye to you forevermore, and watch Weary weep his sad little tears into the ground. Alternatively, I could push you back, and you will be bound in servitude to me for the rest of your life. You may continue your adventuring, but you will do so only in the efforts to aid me. What will it be, Weary? 3 tasks? Eternal servitude, or, death?
What is
I'll give you a few minutes to think. Ah, well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? Suffice to say, you will not have to kill anybody, and your friends will be safe.
Oh,
That
I just assumed. Oh, but what is it? What's the purpose of the ritual?
Ah. Is this a question of conscience, or a question of whether you have the power to be of assistance? Because you do.
Well, I'd assume that I do, otherwise you wouldn't need it. Also, why me?
You're awful snarky for somebody whose life is being saved.
Well, you seem to need me quite a bit.
These are strong
this
words.
is
You would be
just
mighty
as much
convenient.
beneficial for you as it is for me.
Well, I told you the benefit of the task of Zadicus, and I told of the task of me, and I told you the benefit of delivering the stones to Zadicus. The ritual, I'd like a glow up. A little bit of your youth, a little more of mine.
Excuse me? You want to drain...
Oh, you'll recover from it. Don't worry, I have a potion. You'll lay in slumber for a few
I should
days.
take your word for this, should I?
You could take my word for the fact you'll survive, or you could disbelieve me and disappear into nothingness, fade from existence, an irrelevant blot on the family line. Choices, eh? Excuse me, I think I need to make some tea. Have a think. Get back in the fireplace. And she waves her hand and you sort of drift into the fireplace. You begin to hear those voices that you heard before. Oh, I wonder what he'll choose. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Ah, it could be anything. Do you really think she could bind into eternal servitude? Maybe he might get out of it. What is it, formal pact, you think? Or will it be a slave, a mind slave, perhaps? And as you call out, you can find no purchase, no breath, no voice. You will merely hear these voices in your ears. But let's return to the tragic scene in Aisle 3 of the forest. Weary, Anivari, Dinari, you have at this point come to the conclusion that Weary is most definitely dead.
You keep saying weary.
I assume you.
Sorry, yes, William. I know, sorry, 2 W's. Give me a break.
Double homicide.
William is most definitely dead. You feel no life from his body. And his skin is hardened to the touch with that strange amber.
We should get out of here. We can take him back to Norvina.
No,
We can take him back to Norvina and find a priest. We don't have a lot. We can offer money. I know they can do powerful magic.
I mean, I'm not...
Weary, give me a religion check, and Dinari, give me an advantage arcana check, and then carry on. Sorry.
10.
You know, some gods offer resurrection, some don't. Which ones have representatives in Norvina? You have no idea. Dinari?
Arcana was 17.
You know that a spell to raise the dead is incredibly rare, and even those that have the power to give it almost never do. You do, however, know of some situations where somebody had fallen to death only moments ago. Druids are often able to conserve people in a certain state. Within the last minute, some priests are capable of reviving people. But any longer than that, it would be impossible. You don't know what your amber did to William's body, but it may have preserved him in somewhere, it may not. You don't know.
Mm. I was gonna say before that I'm not super great with magic and things, but you speak of powerful magic being need to bring it back, but was this, and I'm looking at the amber pieces and saying, like, was this not powerful-ish magic? And it barely made a dent. We have... It's not that we have slim pickings as to who can potentially help William. It's that there's few people in existence who have the capacity to help him right now.
Shouldn't we try? I will look around for a crow that has been following us.
You look into the trees, you see 5. Various different places, circling around.
I'll just start shouting to the treetops. What about you? Can't you do something?
You hear a raucous cackling from all 5 crows. As you shout out another time, a fox dashes out from the trees and just says, "Wouldn't trust them!" Carries on running. Yes, you did hear that right. The fox said, "Wouldn't trust them," and then carried on running.
What did the fox say?
I wouldn't trust them. Oh, I see what you did there. That took me a while. Excellent work. Have some inspiration. Will you proceed?
Go forward.
Will you proceed onwards in an attempt to secure a favour from the witch? Or will you return backwards in an attempt to get to a temple? Or will you leave William lying on the floor and go your own ways?
I mean, we're already in a graveyard.
True.
Whew, wow. This is a dilapidated graveyard. I was just going to argue that if we were to bury William, it doesn't deserve a place like this.
But what temple? We know in Norvina they worship Cygnus. They're not going to do fucking shit. And then what? We know that there's Lacerda. And Lacerda's all about taking the...
You do know it's a temple of the constellation. There was a priest of Lacerda inside it. But it was a constellation temple, so most gods would be represented in one way or another. Who has a priestess or high priestess available, you don't know, other than the mother, the Lacerda mother.
There you go. So
And
there's
you
a
are right,
priestess
she
of
wouldn't
Lacerda.
help.
But she's not going to help. She would want us to take him, you know, she'd want to take his spirit or whatever to wherever it goes afterwards. And if I could do anything about it, I would.
As you say that, and after Anivari's shouting, we return to the fireplace of Seraphina, who will look to William and sort of wave her hands, and the voices go silent, William, and she looks at you. So, have we made a choice?
If I'm going to make a deal with a being such as yourself, I would like very clear terms.
Oh, but I gave you them. You retrieve the bark.
Refine.
You retrieve the bark with your companions. You bring it to me.
Which we were doing anyway.
You immediately take the 3 cursed stones, you go to Zadicus, and you deliver them personally to his hand as a gesture of good faith. I will ensure you arrive when he is in. I have ways of checking on him. Whoever's rustling dice, can you hold them still, please? Thank you. And after that, when you return here, you will participate in a ritual. You will offer me none of your magical power, and all you really have to do is lie still. You will be in slumber for 3 days, after which you may feel weak and weary. Excuse the pun. It will take you some time to recover.
What exactly from me?
The essence of your magic for a few days, I guess, is the best way of putting it. Your youth, your... It is everything in you, your life force, your ki, your arcana, your everything. Mechanically, you will feel very, very tired for a fairly extensive period of time. But you will be able to carry on, and you will, in time, make a full recovery. Just to let you know, Josh, you will take 10 levels of exhaustion. 11 would kill you. If you go down with 10 levels of exhaustion, you will suffer a final death. You would be able to remove 1 level at a time unless you pay extra money to stay in a really swish inn or drink some potions, etc. that can remove those effects. After those 10 days, you will be mostly recovered. There may be... It may take you a little longer to become as robust as you... Well, you're not that robust right now, but as you once were. I will tell you, as a DM, mechanically, after the ritual, you will have disadvantage on death saving throws.
Forever.
Forever.
Can I ask something above table?
Absolutely.
I don't know if you can give
This
me
is a big decision.
Am I magically bound to do this?
You mean if you took the answer and ran away?
Yeah.
She has told you that at any time she could let her spirit dissipate until the ritual is complete, until the agreement is complete. So she would be
So she could
holding
just,
your spirit in your
out.
body. If you were to scarp her, you would die. Immediately and irrevocably, and she has told you that even a resurrection spell at that point will not be able to save you. It should make you feel a little better that Weary and Anivari have both expressed that they are willing to help. I believe Weary said he would do whatever it takes. Anivari asked me if I would give a favor, and Dinari didn't. She is mightily twisting the situation, but technically Dinari did not say to her anything.
Well, we're not friends technically. So
It is true.
I'm just kidding.
We cut to a different scene before I said anything.
Well,
Come
we
on.
did. It's happening right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Look at
sure
them. Currently, there's a fox having a chat.
Can I ask a question out of just curiosity
Mm-hmm.
above the table? When she
Offered
mentioned
eternal
the life of
servitude,
servitude,
she was offering a pact.
is that an
yes.
offer of Warlock? Okay.
It is a warlock offer.
Just
He would
wanted
not
to
be
make sure.
bound to go warlock for the rest of the campaign, but he would be bound to take at least 2 levels.
But Anna would still be bound to do her bidding, and she would still have control over whether.
The pact terms probably wouldn't be great. That is true. Because Sorlocks are really powerful. that's where I'm at on that. I think this is a great time for us to take a short break. You're in back. Hello, hello. And welcome back to the second half of Freedom Chasers. Dinari, Anivari, Weary. William's body is with you, called to the touch. What would you like to do?
Could try and use my blanket to make a bit of a makeshift sling if we want to move him out of the forest.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say we're not going to be completing our task.
This was an elective, and we're done.
I'm not done trying. I'm not done trying. I look up to the sky. Okay. Orion, what can I do? What can I do? Just tell me. Just tell me. And I look around.
Well, we're D100.
God. $77.
You look around desperately for any sort of answers, and a small pool of water contains flecks of white in it, like some sort of strange plant. That's not what Weary sees, though. He sees, very briefly, a constellation of stars in the water. You blink a couple of times, and I'm not even sure you saw it at all.
I fucking... Okay. I look up to the sky once again. I curse you. I curse you. If this is the road you led me down, I relinquish everything I thought about you.
Are you turning back?
We got nothing in me.
Yeah, I helped Dinari to make a sling.
You carry him on a treatise? Is that the plan?
Maybe we do like a stretcher situation? And she and I can carry him?
Was that a question to me, or I was looking to James to see if that was mechanically
You
possible?
can do that mechanically, no problem at all. I assumed it was a question to you. Whether it was intended as or not, I don't know.
We were both sitting there in a question of like, alright.
Question
What's
to
the
the
answer?
floor.
Yeah. Yeah, but if we're doing the sling idea between the two of us, then I'll take the lead.
Okay.
If you're okay with taking on the back.
As you traipse through the forest, heading back the way you came, looking for a path, you come to a point where you can't see the main path. You see a fox up ahead. It seems to be gesturing towards one path. It does not speak. Will you follow?
So tired of leaving my fate in the hands of these random fucking creatures.
You should have a choice over yours. You want a safe way out the forest or not? That's what I'm here for. The fox says to you.
Thank the gods you're here now, huh?
I'm bound on a short service to lead you out of the forest. Somebody says you lost a friend. I lost a friend once. It was sad. I needed a safe place. Would you like to follow me? I'll take you. Gotta be careful in these woods, the path's move.
Get me to that safe spot, or I swear to the gods, I will skin you.
You really are pleasant. Come on. And with that, he sort of leads you through the forest to the river, where you may find your own way home. And he turns back to you and, you know where you're going here. Your home's that way. And points you south down the river. My home isn't. I'm free now. I'll leave. And with that, he will head away. William. William. Seraphina sits down on her couch, rests her tired feet up on the edge, tea in hand, and looks over to the hearth. You done ruminating? We come to a decision. It's going to be eternal servitude, a few simple tasks, or the endless cold embrace of death. Oh, choices. The suspense is killing me. Come on, William, you must have an answer. hands to tap on the edge of her couch. What's it gonna be? Come on.
I'd rather die than serve you.
I'm wounded to the core. I thought we'd be such good pals. So be it. Is that your final decision?
I look away from her, if that's possible. That's a little fire wisp.
Is that your final decision?
I don't reply to her.
The eternal cold embrace of death. Oh, what a waste. And she waves her hand. And then she waves her hand. Just get out of here! Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I'm not someone can I smell like her.
What have they done? And she reaches out with a small bottle. Puts you in it, William. And you're shoved in a pocket. Dinari, Weary, Anivari, as you're heading down the river, you are about 2/3 of the way to town, when sort of like crackling into existence in front of you in a thunderclap is a very angry-looking Seraphina. She stops and, "What have you done? You foolish, meddling idiots! Couldn't just take the damn safe route? What did you do? Why is he not dead?"
Excuse me?
Well, he's dead, but he won't go! Look! And she takes out a bottle and she sort of rattles around a black spirit inside. It's all here! Useless! Can't get rid of it, I'm stuck with him, he was in my half! What did you do? None of you have that sort of magic. None of you. Better start answering questions.
What do you mean he's... What is that?
His body's dead, and this is his spirit, right here. He wouldn't serve me, he chose death instead, so I banished him to the afterlife and he wouldn't go. Leave.
How should we know?
Because one of you meddling idiots did it. Inadvertently, I'm sure. So talk me through it. Come on, step by step. What did you do?
We didn't do anything but try to help him.
Well, clearly, and how?
My eyes are
Thought
just
you were
locked
so
onto the
omnipotent.
bottle as she's waving it around.
I'm not omnipotent, you idiot. I'm a witch, not a goddess. I wasn't
Got
watching the
eyes
whole
everywhere.
time. I wasn't watching the whole time, alright? I don't have eyes everywhere. I have one pair of eyes. It's just that sometimes they're elsewhere. I wasn't watching whenever one of you did whatever it is that you were doing. So, what is it? Bring his body here. Let me have a look at it.
I think as a
do you
reaction,
want?
the scimitar actually kind of comes out a little bit, and there's a bit of a sidestep of like a bit of a keeping the body behind me.
Oh, that's so charming. That's so sweet. Would you give your life for his, Dinari? That would be a
This
little
is
exchange, wouldn't it?
exactly what I was trained for.
What, giving your life for his? It can be arranged if you'd wish. Let me see the body. I do hold his spirit, and she sort of flips the bottle in the air and puts her hand out, and it stops slightly above her hand. Come on, dear, I know cooperation's not your forte, but you're really out of choices.
If you desecrate, disrespect his body in any way, I will make it my life's work to put your head on a stick.
Okay, sorry, I thought for 1 second I'd done the whole of this half of the stream with you guys muted, but it turns out I've just got you on a different speaker route. I haven't wiggled.
Please don't make me do it.
was like, whoa!
Yeah, sorry, she will desecrate. I think that's what you've done. One of you, at least. Bring it here.
Fuck you.
She walks over. Will you allow her to peel back the sling and have a look at him? Will you try and stop her?
But I am right next to her, and there is a sharp end of a blade poking at her side.
She leans into it a little bit a couple of times, just to prove a point. But as she pulls back the sling, she goes, ridiculous. That meddling, stupid druid. He gave you a token, didn't he? Is that what happened? And you tried to use it for a purpose that it wasn't designed for? He's encased in time. Goodness sake. I'm assuming you'd like to save your little friend.
Whatever quarrel you have is apparently with Nor, if you're pissed about whatever the hell this amber pendant did.
Pendant, thanks for that. It's not something I cannot overcome, though I cannot banish him further into the afterlife. I could return him to life.
For what?
You'll return to the woods, complete your task, bring me back the bark. You will then go to Zadicus and present him with 3 stones of bad luck. Personally, you will hand them to him as a token of goodwill. Gesture of good faith. After that, you will return to my cottage. And one of you may choose, will submit to a ritual. It will involve you waiting in place. And I will use some of your life force to regain some of mine. You'll make a full recovery for the most part, though it may take some time. 10 to 15 days, I would imagine. After which you may take a little longer to regain your full strength. And then, when you have done so, you will go to Nor, and you will tell him that Ben is his own to keep alive, and that I am done with him. I will let you recover Foley first, but he has frustrated me in this matter, and so I would like to frustrate him in return. I will still recall the curse from Jyloko if you perform all these tasks. But if you do, go the safe way. It would really frustrate me, irk me, in the utmost, were you to do otherwise. That is my price.
Can you guarantee us that taking the safe path will ensure that none of us will die in an attempt to fulfill your task?
You'll get there. How you perform there is up to you. But I will watch closely. And intervene if possible, but my powers are limited there. There is a reason I did not go to get it myself. It is the best offer you're going to get.
You said that William was there. In your fireplace?
Yes, I was holding his spirit. I wanted to offer him a deal. One he didn't take. Unfortunately.
Was it this deal?
No, he didn't want to serve me. I was going to offer him some power in exchange for him adventuring on my behalf and to my benefit. He refused.
Insight check.
You may roll, but you believe her.
Yeah.
Because she's telling the truth. He did refuse that deal.
But she did also offer me the other deal, and she's saying that she did it. She only offered me the one deal, so she is
Semantics, darling. That is what Seraphina would say. She would, my point being, she would uphold in a zone of truth if she stated that that is the deal that he refused. I will, however, take an Arcana check from Anivari and Dinari both, please.
$17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Anivari?
Success.
You are aware that without struggle, no progress and no result. Every breaking of a habit produces a change in the machine. Should you find a way to take the spirit to Nor, whose magic is currently preserving the body, you would assume that he would be able to return the spirit immediately into the body with no consequences at all. But you need that bottle. If you take the deal, you do understand that Seraphina could return him to full health, actually, ironically, immediately. Well, don't all speak at once. You want to save him, don't you?
Are you strictly just using William's soul as some sort of leverage right now? Is that the only reason why you're keeping it with you?
Of course. I mean, I stand to gain, so I give you something in return. That's sort of how the world works, really, Dinari. We trade.
What would it take just for the spirit? What would it take?
Oh, you want to take the bottle and go to that meddling druid? Oh, that does sort of fascinate me. You may forego getting the bark, and forego Zadicus. And two of you can submit to the ritual instead.
I lock eyes with Anivari. We'll take the deal.
Which deal? Which one?
I don't have many years left, but whatever I have left, he can take.
So, you will go immediately
to take just his.
To the barrow, retrieve the bark, deliver the stones, and Weary will submit to the ritual? Or you'll both submit to the ritual for the off chance that the druid can solve your little problems?
Only I will take the ritual.
Weary.
Done and done! And with that, she smashes the bottle and passes her hand down onto William's body. I can't have you not making it there alive. And with that, she will put 4 little tiny blue bottles out on the grass in front of you. Drink one each. You'll find yourself perfectly capable of undertaking the journey immediately. It's been a lovely chat. And with that, you hear a crack of thunder, and she is gone. William, you are alive, and you may all take... Well, William may take a long rest, and you can look at the bottles and decide if you want the same.
How how is it me coming back? Am I just away?
You just... And there you are. The amber cracks and falls away from your body, and you are just fully there, full health, all spell slots, everything. Ready to rock
That
and
scene in
roll.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes! Exactly! Exactly.
Oh, so you've seen that movie.
I've seen every Tarantino movie. I love Tarantino. I just got taste, right? That's all it is. William, welcome back.
Yeah, I guess I just like come bolting like torso up. Like,
I just want to make it very clear that you have no idea why you are back.
yeah. I'm just trying to catch my breath.
I think when you stand up, you turn around. I will look at you, and as I'm saying, like, God, you dumb fucking piece of shit, I can't believe you. She's going in and she's gonna, like, tackle you into a hug.
I let it happen. I'm weak anyways. I wasn't trying to contest. what? As we like, do we tackle to like hit the floor or just like knock?
Were you fully standing up? I think, regardless.
Yeah, you were lying in a hammock. On the
Yeah,
sling,
yeah,
yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah, if you were lying down
On
or
the
standing
ground.
still, you're.
Yeah, prone and grappled
Yeah.
and restrained. Well, I like hug you back as I put my arms around you. What did you do?
Shut up, just shut up for a sec. Jesus Christ.
Weary. As you look down to your arm, you see blood red writing on the back of your arm. It says, "A promise to keep." It looks like
Well,
it's
let's
written
have
in
something to
blood,
match.
and as you try and it remains. You know that she has some hold over you at this point.
Dinari has tackled William on the floor.
Want to join in the cuddle?
I will walk around to Weary and just put a hand on his shoulder. That's it.
Anybody want a blue bottle? They're just chilling in the grass waiting for you.
We know. We don't care.
Gets the bottles.
There's 3, not 4. I did make a mistake there. Did you know what? Did you ask? Elora, you said, do you know what? Sorry?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said,
I
do
said we know.
Oh, sorry, right, okay.
We know. We don't care at the moment. They're just
Okay.
over there.
No, that's fine. Just curious.
After a couple of minutes go by of this hug, I'll say again, okay, but what did you do? Seriously.
Nothing to worry your little head about for now, mate.
Oh, I disagree. If you've made some kind of deal with that witch, it's not one that you shouldn't have done it.
Too late now.
What did you promise her?
Oh, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Okay. Let me guess. You offered to get the bark, to deliver the stones by hand, and face to face, and to perform a ritual to which she sucks your essence out of your body, leaving you comatose for a couple of days. Is that correct?
There's one more caveat. A little extra bit.
What's the caveat?
There's an extra bit.
He doesn't know about that.
Oh yeah, there is that. I don't know about yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, look at me. How much is she gonna get?
That's no. You have no idea what she's going to do to you.
Yeah, but I had some idea about what was going to happen to you. I couldn't let that happen.
Maybe we can undo this. Maybe the wizard. Oh, that sounds like I'm Dorothy. Maybe her husband. The wizard can fix everything.
I thought you sounded more like Elfman, but
I mean,
okay.
wizard.
Wizard
maybe,
and I.
maybe her husband can do something about this. We're gonna have to go see him anyways.
I don't want to vex her anymore.
But what if we can get you out this deal?
And what if you die again immediately?
Well, then so be it. At least you're not in servitude to that hag.
I'm not in servitude.
You don't think she's gonna make a fair deal, do you?
Yeah, but I've already done terrible things.
That doesn't mean you should just continue to do terrible things. You're not
Nah,
a bad
but-
person.
Nah, but it's a bit different, isn't it?
Well, yeah, one was for your survival, the other is not.
Yeah, but maybe this is the you know, the choices I've made type thing. Maybe this is my fate.
Not if I can help it.
Listen, mate. You three have been the best friends I've ever had. I'm satisfied. I don't need any more from this world. Whatever happens after the fact happens. I don't deserve a nice whatever happens after the fact for the things that I've done. If this is my penance, then I'll take it.
I'm gonna walk over and scoop up the 3 bottles.
Bottoms up.
I'll hand one to Dinari and one to Weary. To doing the right thing.
Wait, hold on a sec. This is going to take us immediately to the place?
No, it's... Well, we don't
It's a
really
long
know.
rest, isn't it?
Do
You
I
have
know?
no idea.
Maybe it gives you levels.
You did get 100 XP.
I know.
Yay.
Okay, cool.
We're so close.
I
You
don't
could
know what's
already
going
be
to happen.
level 4 if you had gone the other way. Just saying.
Shut up, you.
I don't know what's going to happen when we drink these. And right now, I'm not feeling too crash hot, so... You know what I mean? Maybe we have a little rest first or something.
Based on her words. I mean, this is a guess, but I think it will revitalize us. She said she didn't want us to die, and I believe that. At least.
Yeah, she said this will
At least
allow
not
you
until
to
we're finished.
continue straight along your journey.
Alright. Alright. Now cheers be years.
Dinari, bottoms up. Okay.
Mhm.
You drink the bottle, and all 4 of you feel a strange wind around you. I feel like you've fallen asleep and woken up. And you are facing the forest, at the back of the witch's hut. You may all take a long rest. Anivari, you're holding a small cat-sized treatise in your hand. under your arm.
I place him on the floor.
Good decision. He becomes his normal size.
I just pat him on the shoulder. Sorry, buddy.
Lets out a little strange whinny cough and then begins to walk forwards quite determinedly. Would you like to enter the forest?
Yeah, go on then.
The nice, clear road. A few hours have passed. And it is approaching early evening. There's a darkness to the forest. It is still not an easy journey. It is not peaceful. It is not pleasant. There is no birdsong, no insects. Your footsteps upon the ground are the only sound you hear. As you maneuver through the woods, you feel the constant sense of being watched, and it is not the comfortable stare of a crow, but dozens of eyes upon you. Each time you look back at the path, there is nothing but mist and close trees. There's a coldness within all of you, a moisture on your skin. William, as you are walking, you feel a little bit itchy, your hands itching, as they often do.
But only when I wear gloves.
Well, right now it feels like you're wearing gloves. As you sort of rub your hands together, there is a sheer crackle within your hands of power. Not sure what happened there, but you feel vibrant. Almost more alive than you felt before. Feel your magic right at the tips of your fingertips. You feel an innate strength. I'm not sure what it is. But you feel powerful. Strong.
I'm distrustful of the sudden surge.
Good.
I try and keep my hands to the side and try not to cause any more sparks or anything like that. Try and keep it contained.
As you are walking, it gets dark and weary. You feel moisture running down your arm. You look to it.
Look up.
No, it's not raining. But then when you look down to your arm, there is a single bead of blood running down your arm. From that promise. That writing. The second rivulet is forming slowly. You feel a little weak. A little tired. You know you're rested up, but it doesn't feel great. Almost like there's a darkness. Finally, after moving a little further through these woods,
Has it become fully nighttime?
it is fully nighttime.
I'm putting on the night shine.
Okay.
Yeah,
You see, upon an empty barrow, a single tree. Grey and black bark, covered in silver. Almost white at the tips.
is now an okay time to ask a reminder for what the stipulations were for the tree? I'm not sure if it's right. It's
Sorry, just to clarify, Elora, you need to leave Atreides away from here a little bit. You know that there is much too much risk bringing him actually onto the hill. I don't want to kill your horse.
My horse can't be hit if I'm on him.
I don't want to kill your horse.
Only as long as you're alive.
Leave him behind.
James,
Hi.
with the long rest I had, do I keep the increase to max health that I had before?
No.
No, okay.
No, it should have ended for all of you. The long rest will have removed it automatically.
Cool, yeah.
Sorry, guys, the not 20 refreshed because Atreides' horse broke.
Sorry.
That's right. It's not your fault the horse keeps breaking. The stipulations were, you should not cut the tree without its consent. You must use the sickle and take only what it is willing to give. If it will not give anything, do not take anything at all.
I was hoping to give anything.
Alright.
a tree for consent.
You're a bit far away.
Okay.
Unless you just shout up the hill, will you let me cut you?
Do I have your consent?
May we chop off your limbs?
Tis a flesh wound.
Go, Josh.
Does it feel magical in this area?
From the bottom of the barrow, where you are now, there is a deadness to the air. It is icy still. It is cold. It feels wrong.
Is that just like an unnatural feeling, not
It
necessarily
feels
magical?
disturbing. As you, without casting a spell of some sort, you wouldn't really know if magic is in any way changed or adjusted here.
Sure.
But it feels odd. Are the four of you ascending the hill? Go visit my tree.
Yeah.
You know you want to.
Definitely
Yeah.
stick together.
Take the
Might
sickle
as
and just
well.
keep going step by step, just
Okay.
seeing each time, like waiting for any sort of sign that we're okay or not okay to keep going forward.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You keep stepping. Keep stepping. And finally, oh, I was trying to make a line of you. There we go. As the four of you approach the tree, there is a moment, a hush, a silence. Clouds part. You look up. The moon shines between two clouds, straight down onto the tree. And a single branch bows towards you. You hear this sort of almost human-like groan as the limb twists and turns and gnarls before you. You see a bend at a joint as one branch extends towards you.
I think that's as clear a sign as any.
Still moving slowly, and I'll almost do that thing of like I'll go past, like I'll brush the sickle along the branch, seeing when it like tells me to stop, seeing like how much of it I'm
You get the point that at the joint is where you should
at the. Okay.
cut.
Still move just very slowly, waiting for any sign.
There's a good
Yours-
tree.
Your sickle makes it all the way through, and the branch falls into your hand. As you seize it, you hear, "No! Run!" And dead rise all around
Keep
you.
going.
You hear Seraphina's voice on the wind. "I can't help you here." And that's where we'll end.
Well, fat lot of good her watching does if she can't help us.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah.
She told you her magic couldn't affect you in the barrow. There's a reason she wouldn't collect it herself. We'll come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Oh, well, that was another mediocre, boring session of Freedom Chasers. Let's
Can't believe.
let's start with
Come
Elora.
back next week. Ugh.
Let's start
One of
with
those episodes where
Elora.
absolutely nothing happened.
I mean, technically, you took a walk. That's all that really happened. Elora, MVP.
My session MVP says just everything. It specifically says just everything to do with William's near-death experience, but we'll just go with just everything.
Can you pick a moment?
Just the whole conversation between William and Seraphina, the conversation Weary just agreeing immediately to the terms and us being like, what the heck, dude? But okay, it's done now.
Jack?
Yeah, the fight that you at the start of it, I was like, okay, this is the fight to the next, like this is the pre-fight build-up fight, turning out to be the fight that actually gets someone killed. You know, it was unexpected. It was exciting.
It wasn't only unexpected for you, Jack. It was fucking unexpected for me.
Yeah,
I thought you guys
it
had
was
aced
like-
that fight.
Yeah, like we just rolled bad in initiative, and then William went down, and like I was like, you know, I was like, oh, I should probably get in front of him of the other one, and then I was like, oh no, I think we're just gonna, you know, chop through these guys, and
You
so
got
I was
restrained
like,
and
and then we got restrained, and then it was like,
Yeah.
shit hit the fan fast.
I had so
And it
many
was-
ways to get William up, but I couldn't move.
Yeah, like it was just really cool.
Yeah, it worked out really well, and it was the fight that if you went that way, you were worn down, so that when these undead came out the ground, it was dangerous. And instead, you died in the fight that was meant to wear you down if you took the dangerous route.
Exactly.
And I think that was stunning. Yeah, I agree with you. Bumpkin, your MVP.
Well, speaking of stunning, kudos to you for being able to roll with the punches so seamlessly. I don't know. I love. Like, it's because this could be the kind of thing that's just like, all right, guys, we need to like take a week to figure out what the fuck's going on. But then turned into now we're talking with Seraphina, and there's now there's options being laid out, and now there's a tie-in to what we did with the Amber Pendant, and now there's all this. Like, it's just it almost read like I'm not fully convinced the two of you didn't know that this was going to happen from the start, with just how
Fucking clue.
beautifully.
I didn't even know the Amber Pendant existed. I totally forgot about it. I was like, shit, what the fuck is she trying to do? What is this? You're like, can I bend the rules? I was like, I don't know. What rules are you trying to bend? What have I given you? Oh my god. Someone help me. I swear the Amber Pendant was in Elswither. But anyway, Josh, your MVP.
Yeah, I've got 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a little one is just obviously, like Laura said, kind of everything that happened. But my 3 main ones. The first one is just Seraphina as a character. Like, she's so beautifully evil and cruel, and I think you play her really well, James, and really do that kind of archetype justice. And then my other one was Weary and his speech about how, you know, he really doesn't deserve a second chance, and he doesn't, you know, this is just
I'd like to take a moment to highlight that.
background.
To highlight that Pyrus in chat also gave an MVP to Weary taking on the mission and explaining that he doesn't deserve a better lot. This group is all that matters to him. And when you took that moment, Jack, I did give you an instant success card. Inspiration, because it was just, you just said, no, it's me taking the deal, and I love that. Sorry, Josh, carry on. You had a third.
Well, and also that ties into that a little bit, like when Weary said yes to the deal, you, as Seraphina, not even giving a split second for anyone to stop it. She's just like, deal, done, it's done. And that, I think that was really good too. And then the third one was Dinari just looking Seraphina dead in the eyes and just saying, fuck you, was just so perfect.
Yeah.
I have been savouring the line from Seraphina that I gave to Dinari, that cooperation is not your forte, but you don't seem to have many choices. I have been waiting to say that to you from her at some point for weeks. So I was so glad you gave me the opportunity. I have a few. The look on Josh's face when he gave up and said, I won't make a deal with you, and she waved her hand. And then she waved her hand. And as I said it the second time, like, there was just the biggest what the fuck. And that was really pleasing. The Amber Pendant. Without that, Josh's character was gone there.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't take the deal. Without that, he was gone. You needed a 15 on your DC. 15, if you had rolled a 15 with a 20 plus a D8, you just would have picked him back up off the ground. That would have been it.
Oh.
So that was fun. You could obviously have taken his body to Nor, and I have no idea what would have happened because I really hadn't decided. I think, with the spirit, like, it may have been a thing. Like, if he had a refused, like, I couldn't decide. I wanted Seraphina to still have the last say. I think it's really fascinating. Jack taking the deal was just... I was really hoping one of you would just take the bullet. Obviously, there is a part of you as players that's sitting there going, well, Josh didn't take the deal, and it's his character, but there's also a part of you as players who, like, maybe, Jack said in the break, so I kind of had an inkling that if nobody else did, he might. I think I just take it. It's so bad, it's so crap, but it's better than dying. And it might bring some interesting roleplay, and my god, is it going to bring some interesting roleplay, because that's what happens in this campaign. Interesting role, of course, if you survive this very fight next week. I will give a few minor mentions to the exact line Josh gave when he said, I would rather die than make a deal with you. When Dinari was making the cut, and Anivari and Elora said, "There, nice tree," which was a nice little light-hearted moment. And the moment that you all tried to deal with his death, right at the time that he died, I think we got all the beauty of a character death without the absolute agony of not having William for the rest of the campaign. Prices will, of course, be paid, but I am very glad that we are where we are. And where we are is at the end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
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 We will see you soon.